All right, so this is our very first recording on StreamYard. How do you feel, Dad? How do you feel about the whole concept of what's going on?
Yep, sounds good. I'm Felipe Castaño from Monterrey. I'm the founder of REBI, which translated English would be your worldwide network of interdependent Bible Baptist churches. And we have churches all over Mexico and in different other countries. We're trying to reach the world through Mexico.
That's right. That is correct. And so how do you feel about this whole thing about a podcast?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's something new. And at 78 years of age, I'm not sure I'm cut out for it, but we're going to give it our best. We're going to give it our best try and see if we can't reach people with some important information that really might help them.
Exactly. And I know that. Yeah, go
ahead. Everything based on the Bible. Every once in a while, we'll just give you an opinion when the Bible doesn't talk about it, and that doesn't mean that our opinion is the only one, but of course it's the best one.
That's the confidence we have. We're Browns. We're alphas. We're gonna have lot of alpha clashing going on, I'm sure, because when there's not a specific black and white answer in the Bible, it's gray. Well, I have my shade of gray, you have your shade of gray, and everyone has their shade of gray. You got to pick what suits them that is closest to Bible principles, right?
Of course, mine's perfect, but that's
okay. Of course, yours is perfect. And we will have to probably learn how to agree to disagree on several issues. And at the end of the day, let the people decide also where they land. You know, are they Team Felipe or are they Team Scott? I don't know. We'll see. Or they have their own opinion, the third opinion.
There we go.
All right. Well, we're trying to figure this out. Trying to set up the podcast. But we found a place where we can record high definition and have these talks, have a little bit more dynamic where you can see who we are and have interviews. And we can have some other guests along if we want. We can invite Brian and then have a real Brown Boys throwdown.
There we go.
Oh, that's and get Eric as well. Let's get Eric and Brian.
No, keep him out of it. Keep him out of it.
Let's make it a real good throwdown between four. There we go. That'd be fun. Anyway, all right. Are there any specific themes that you're looking forward to discussing? Subjects?
Yep. And one of them is about Jonah, whether he died, whether he died and went to hell, or whether it was just a picture of Jesus Christ.
We'll get into it. Just the subject. Whether he died or not. Okay, go to the next one.
And then you want to talk about suicide, and then about getting old. I think I got a lot of things to say about getting old.
Okay.
And then losing your mate after 52 years, 6 months, and 18 days. And not only your mate, but your best friend. And then about making a transition, about giving over your position when you reach a certain age over to your sons or to somebody that you have full confidence in, and what the transition is like. It is not easy. It's very, very difficult, but it's the best thing I think that you can do when you reach a certain age, and you want to be there to counsel. And that's what I can think of right this moment.
Yep. All right. That sounds very interesting, and I'm sure we're going to.
Oh, there's another one. There's another one, and that is whether it is just missionaries that need an authority to be sent forth, or do pastors in the United States need the same authority? Why is it that that almost everyone thinks that that the missionary has to have it, but the pastor doesn't. It's a little bit so we'll talk about that, and discipleship. What is real discipleship versus what most people think is discipleship, and we'll just touch on the themes of the day, what is happening. COVID, that's a good one.
That's good.
Vaccines, that's another one. And I mean, we can, the list is long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I am looking forward to it. I think we're going to have fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for both. But I think dealing with some of these things that people go through, life's tough questions and situations, and how to navigate them, and try to give everything through a biblical lens. I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help a lot of people to land on. They're like in the air. When you're insecure, your life doesn't go forward as strongly as when you are secure about decisions and about situations and where you stand on things. And I think a lot of people are up in the air about some issues. And I believe that through what we're going to be talking and studying and sharing together, I think it's going to help a lot of people to land, and that will give them more security and go forward in their lives, go forward with their lives, and not be like on pause or going slow motion because they don't know exactly what to do or what to think. So I think it's going to be very helpful. I'm very excited. I think you have a lot of wisdom that through life, it's going to help a lot of people. We're in two different stages. Some of things were very similar. Some things were like completely opposite. And some things, losing your mate and growing old, I'm not there yet completely to give a lot of opinion on it. I think all my illnesses have made me become older than I am. So I think some of that I can relate to, but and also you've always talked about not being able to raise funds lately, being able to travel and do a lot of things. And I believe that through this podcast, we're going to be able to pick specific projects that we want to raise funds for. And it's going to help further God's kingdom by, getting the camp built better in El Saucillo and getting bathrooms and lighting and things that know that the camp needs. And I think we're going to be able to raise funds for this stuff. And so I'm excited. And then to spend just this quality time, it's kind of like what I was asking Mom towards the end, these last couple of years, what do you dream? What would you like to do? If I would have even known this, because when I asked her, it was before the pandemic. It's through the pandemic that I really got to learn a lot about podcasting and YouTube and stuff. But I was trying to get her also to think of, or me to think, what could she be doing, like her own little special hobby and project that can, make you feel fulfilled and happy. Because you have always said, well, you've said lately that you could see a difference in her, and I think we did too. She wasn't just as energetic and outgoing, and I thought maybe it's because she didn't have anything to do, that she could call her own, and she really didn't. It's like, no, I don't have any dreams of my own. I just support my husband. Whatever he's doing, I'm just staying there behind him, supporting him, and that was the gist of it. And but I believe that this is something that can give you a completely new, I don't know if it's second win, probably the fifth win. You probably went through your second win when you came back from Norway, or maybe going from Mexico to Norway is your second win, and I don't know. This is probably your fifth win, but
several for sure.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm thinking this could give you like another boost into seeing purpose and mission fulfillment by having a voice, raising money for projects, and be able to do a lot more ministry. Podcasting and the pandemic opened up a lot of doors, and I'm just excited to discover and navigate this new
stage of your ministry. How do you feel about it?
It's a little scary for me because I'm 78, and you young people, you guys pick this stuff up a heck of a lot faster, and so it's just a matter of going through it. I mean, I've learned an awful lot. Every day I seem to learn something else and do things that I never thought I could do, and so this is just another one. It's just a matter of just keeping on trucking until the day that God calls you home, and do just as much as you can. And this is just a new one. Yeah. So we'll get through it. At least we'll try to figure it out.
I don't know why your camera stopped working or something. You're frozen for the past minute now. I haven't seen you move at all. There you go. Now I see you move. What happened?
I have no idea. I'm just talking, and I brush and I brush my teeth, so I have no idea what. It wasn't a bad smell or odor that caused it to stop. I have no idea.
All right.
And I restarted my computer just so that it would be nice and clean. And but you know how it is. The devil's in every electronic thing that you could think about, and it just that stuff happens.
Yep, it is. Well, just wanted to test this out. I think we still have some little kinks that we have to find out how to better and everything like that. But in the meantime, I think this is a good first little recording to try it out, and we can upload this to our YouTube channel so that people can get excited as to what is about to come. We're going to be recording some of these episodes, and then we'll have an official launch date where we'll start the podcast simultaneously with the YouTube videos and see if we can't be a blessing to a bunch of people. Anything else you want to say?
Amen. Nope. Thank you for suggesting all of this. Now we'll just see how it works out.
Hey, if you're having fun with it and it lines up with your purpose, then it doesn't matter if it's successful. There's a lot of following and a lot of giving or not. But we're ministering to people, and I think that's what's gonna stand out. So I'm gonna have fun with you doing this anyway. Right. So,
yep, we will.
All right,
we'll argue back and forth. I'll always win, but we'll argue back and forth, and just so the people know,
who the top dog is.
When I was young, there was a TV series called Father Knows Best, and that's just about as biblical as you can get.
That's right. So subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it so that other people who you think is going to be interested in this podcast, so that they are listening, and follow us on our social medias. In the description, you can find what they are, where they are, and we'll follow us on Instagram to be able to know what's going to be coming soon, by when we're going to drop the first episode, and whatever other information we have. All right. You guys have a blessed day and an excellent week.
Absolutely. We'll see you.